Good morning from a beautiful sunny spring morning here in the UK. So it's been a while, YouTube. Where have I been? Those that follow me on socials, Instagram, TikTok will know I started this channel at the beginning of the year, which is going to document reality of an average runner, just somebody trying their best, not overly good, but trying their best and putting it out there to be real. So yeah, let's talk about where I've been, what's happened and what's next. So on the morning of the 6th of February this year, I unfortunately suffered my third heart attack in the space of 9 months. Totally unexpected. I'd suffered one in April and May of 2024, and quite frankly thought that was all gone, all over, and I was much better. I'd followed the right steps, I'm on the medication to keep me safe, but yeah, things happen, and unfortunately the chest pains came. I thought it was indigestion once again, waited on it for a few hours, couldn't sleep, and then around about 5 o'clock in the morning, phoned for an ambulance, which NHS was fantastic. The ambulance arrived within sort of 20 minutes or so. I was then, there was a discussion between them and the doctors as to what hospital I'd go to, whether my local one or whether one that was nearly an hour away that has a specific cardiac unit. So I was blue lighted to the cardiac unit and I was taken straight into theatre to perform a procedure. So the procedure was to open up a hole in my wrist and basically go up with a camera into my heart like they've done before, and just clear any blockages away. They were going to assess the damage there, and if it was bad, they were going to do a bypass. So they were going to do, I think, a double bypass, just fix up whatever they needed to and repair any damage that was there. But thankfully, once they'd gone in there, they could see there had been a blood clot, but nothing's sort of, I guess, high level enough to do a procedure. But thankfully got away with that, but still, it was quite serious. Following that, I spent 2 days in William Harvey Hospital in Ashford, Kent. Absolutely fantastic, was really looked after. The one concern, once they found there was no kind of blockage, they said that they'd seen there was a blockage there and it had obviously worked its way through, and the blood clot had moved. But I guess your arteries have all these little tiny branches almost off of it, a bit like a tree. So they did say that it could have been one of those that's blocked, but they noticed that there was some damage there that wasn't there before, and obviously it caused the problem. So I think the issue also was that my blood pressure was very unstable. So they were concerned, and I was in a high dependency kind of ward, so my blood pressure was hitting levels of around 220-ish, over about 125 nearly, I think it was. And I've always had a really low heart rate. You're talking sort of like 42, 45 resting heart rate. My heart rate was dropping as low as 29 at times. So it was very concerning. The team, the doctors, the nurses, they were all fantastic. I was monitored. I was quite in a bad way for at least 10, 12 hours or so until things started coming around. Medication was kicking in. Stronger medication was issued and administered to me. But yeah, it was a very scary time. It was a lot of thoughts, and to be honest, I was in quite a daze, but when I came around, I was thinking to myself, why me, why again? I've done everything right. I've really looked after myself in the last 9 months from, my first and second, and all the medication I'm taking, is it not working? So it was quite worrying, but yeah, I guess life throws all these curveballs, right? And we never know what is going to happen. However, the good news is that I'm back on my feet and I am mobile. So what's happened since then? So I've had regular checkups from GP, phone, appointment. I've had blood tests, which are just constant. You do feel like a pincushion. In fact, you do turn into a pincushion for medical purposes, which is fine. I'm not scared of needles, but it's just frustrating having to have them all. And also all the bruises and marks on your arm that, now we're getting to summer, never look good. I've also had an ultrasound on my liver. My liver enzymes were giving off higher than they should be, so they should sit around sort of 20 to 30 in a good spot. And mine were giving off, I think, 124, and they'd come down to, I think, like 98. So they wanted to check that. It could be a sign of infection, which is generally the problem there, but it was also quite normal that they're elevated through heart issues. So that was nothing to be concerned about. I've had one, they were okay. They want to check them again, so I'll have a second ultrasound, just make sure those enzyme numbers have come down and there's nothing kind of more serious there, and they're stabilising basically. Other new things that have happened is that my medication has increased. So I've gone from taking 7 tablets a day to 9. I took all of those in the morning, but now I take 7 in the morning and 2 in the evening. They've increased in micrograms, or there's a new tablet introduced there as well. One of those tablets will drop off. So when I had my heart attacks in April and May of 24, I was on a tablet there that would be a 12-month duration, and I'll come off that. So I should imagine that would still happen. I don't know whether I'd stay on that because of what's happened, but I'm pretty sure that will kind of, I guess, be taken off, and I won't take that anymore. But yeah, it is frustrating. Monitoring my blood pressure every day is sitting still quite high from where it should be. It's okay, but it's on the high end of okay. And no matter what I try and do, I just can't get it down to where it needs to be. So there could be a further, I guess, increase or a new tablet introduced there, but that's something that just needs to monitor. Stress is fine, work has been brilliant, my employers are fantastic. So I work for a mental health and wellbeing company called Unmind. They have given me all the time I've needed. So I'm just walking with Larry, as you can probably see there. So they've given me all the time I've needed. So I've had around about 4 weeks off, and then I've been back on a phase to work plan. So a couple of hours for a couple of times a week, and then increasing that week by week. But yeah, really can't fault my employers compared to my last employers, who were arseholes, basically. Yeah, these guys have been fantastic, and the support, as well as friends and family, and even just strangers in the YouTube and running community on Instagram and TikTok, all been fantastic. Messaging to see where I am, or how I'm getting on, those that knew about it. But yeah, not fun. But what does it mean going forward? Go on in, let's go. So yeah, my plan went out the window. I think this happened 3 days before the Farnborough Half Marathon, which was going to be my goal race for the year actually, and where I was looking to go for a sub 2 hour half marathon. Actually, if I'm completely honest, I was running paces and training runs of about 152, 151. So I was confident of smashing that and putting down a really good time. I am easing my way back, so I am starting to exercise very slowly, walking like now, walking Larry. My walks are increasing week on week. I'm doing run walking, I'm doing a few runs. I've just completed my first park run on the weekend, which has been great. Very tough, but really good. Had to be sensible though. So yeah, I am on the way back. Next race potentially is one that I've had in, which is a 10K on the 30th of June. 30th of May, not wishing away spring. 30th of May, so yeah, Mother's Day. But that is the 10K race I should hopefully be back for my club. I'm not sure it's going to be a sub 52, which will be a PB. Definitely not going to be that sort of 50-ish minutes, which is my goal for the year. So that'll have to wait. But just being back involved is going to be great fun. I have had some amazing support from club, friends, people I don't even know, strangers off socials. Quite incredible really, but yeah, that is me. I still have many races planned, still plan to give it my best. PB if I can, if not, it's just the love of running, right? There is a lot more to life than running and personal bests and all that kind of jazz that we like to do. It's a hobby, but hey, once I'm ready and feeling confident and happy and strong, I will, yeah, just do what I can. And I'm going to document it all here. So as per my plan at the beginning of the year when I started this channel, is to be real, to document everything that I do and how to come back. Now you're going to see an actual comeback from a heart attack where I didn't really document it fully, particularly not for YouTube last time. So that is going to be my plan. And yeah, I hope it is a good insight into what can happen. I'm going to talk about things to look out for, why it's important that we all get a health screening and a health check. Don't ignore things, because this could have a fundamental problem down the line. So, if I hadn't have ignored certain headaches, for example, that is an indicator of my high blood pressure. And I'd ignored that. And leading up to the most recent heart attack, I'd had a lot of headaches in the last 2 weeks and just thought, okay, maybe it's my glasses, I need an eye test, or maybe it's just because I'm tired. When actually, I didn't realise that my blood pressure had gone through the roof again. So yeah, all of those little things I will document and talk about things to do and what to look out for. Again, everyone is different. I'm not looking to scaremonger and put fear into people, but it is important we look after ourselves. So yes, that is what is going to happen. I'm going to do a park run at the weekend. I'm going to document some of that and talk more about my training and what the training looks like, and just go from there. So video uploads will come. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the content and the journey along the way. Like I say, I'm not a professional. I'm not doing this for a living. It's just for fun. It's just to try and hopefully help people, give people an insight. But yeah, appreciate all the support. I will be back in a few days with a new video, like I say, from Parkrun, and then I will catch you after that. And it'll be race day in about 2 weeks, I think. So if I do that 10K and I'm up for it, I'll definitely film that for you, talk about how the first event is coming back and how I got on. So yeah, thanks for all the support, and I will see you all soon.